Someday we'll get paid for this.
Hello, news fans. From high atop the Scrapple News Towers here in downtown Philadelphia, it's time for Scrapple News. I am, of course, AP Ticker. The Denver District Attorney's Office is offering to share cutting-edge DNA search software to help track down the Kensington Strangler. Men, the best I can tell is that means we're all going to have to jerk off in a Dixie cup. I, for one, can't wait.
Here's your sperm and the wheelbarrow is in the tree.
Things are starting to get heavy over at the shakeup at the Philadelphia Sheriff's Office. And two city officials heading up the shakeup are now under police protection. Deputy Police Commissioner Richard Ross said Monday night that the district cops are periodically checking on the houses of City Controller Alan Butkovitz and Acting Sheriff Barbara Deely, just as a precaution. In October, according to the Daily News, Butkovitz called for a forensic audit of the sheriff's office, saying that it refused to cooperate when his auditors tried to examine the office's accounts, which were valued at $53 million. Thousands of dollars were missing from the petty cash fund, Butkovitz said at the time, along with countless bank statements and financial records. Deely took over the office when the then Sheriff John Green resigned on December 31st. Last week, Deely removed 4 high-level staffers and fired contractors who had been doing title work for the office. She also suspended foreclosure sales for 50 days. Something smells rotten in the state of Denmark. And by Denmark, of course, I mean Philadelphia. Specifically, the sheriff's office. Stay tuned. Folks, it's now time for sports. And here is my favorite sports person in the whole world, Hot Carl. Hot?
Thank you, AP. It's time for Scrapple Sports. Is bank robbery fake? Pro wrestler Nick Gage has turned himself into authorities after robbing a Collingswood PNC bank. The Combat Zone wrestling star gave a note to the teller saying he had a gun and he'd shoot her if she didn't hand over the money. Gage and his girlfriend reportedly drove to Atlantic City Casino with the $3,000 haul. Now here's a clip of Gage in a match against Super Oprah.
Oh my. He almost knocked the weave off. There we go. Oh, Super Oprah not taking kindly to somebody messing with. Look at these big her weeds. Leapfrog. Oh, boom, boom. Look at that.
On Friday night, the University of Delaware Fighting Blue Hens football team played in the championship game of the FCS. Anybody care?
No.
Okay, moving on. The Eagles are out of the playoffs, and while you never like to blame one player, this loss was entirely David Akers' fault. If I were at the game, I'd have done what this Stevenage soccer fan did at his team's game this weekend.
You know what, John? They didn't ride the luck, Stevenage. They hung in there in the first half that was tight.
The difference is that player got punched after his team picked up a huge win, said the fan. I like to punch people at the game, but I got caught up in the moment and I forgot. And when I finally remembered, he was in the wrong place at the wrong time. Speaking of soccer, here's the Greek soccer equivalent of a hunting trip with a whole team of Dick Cheneys. And now we take you to West Virginia for the 101st Annual Dirt Diving Championships. This is returning champion Bobby Ray Rufus McCoy with his third dive. And that's it for sports. And let me say, to answer all the letters I've been getting, the reason they call me Hot Carl is because the Eagles just took an enormous green dump on my chest. Back to you, AP.
And that's Scrapple News. I, of course, am AP Ticker.